Hello everybody, Penny Shelton here. It's Wednesday, October the 13th. And it's kind of probably should be Friday the 13th because things have been kind of crazy here in Tulsa today, all throughout the state of Oklahoma actually. We had a 5.1, I believe that was the last report that I've heard, 5.1 magnitude earthquake in Oklahoma. Never have heard of such a thing. Now, I grew up hearing about the fact that there's fault lines that run all throughout Oklahoma, but I mean, I'm 45. I've never felt an earthquake in my life, and as a matter of fact, I still haven't felt one. I was unaware. Apparently, I'm the only person who didn't feel it. But when the earthquake hit, I had my hands on my Vitamix blending up a green smoothie. It was about 9 a.m. and I'm blending up our morning breakfast, which was really good, by the way. It was spinach, spirulina, the insides, the water and meat of a young Thai coconut, a 10-ounce bag of frozen organic mangoes, and a seeded jalapeno pepper. Blended all that up so it's sweet with a little bit of spice. The jalapeno wasn't very strong, fortunately. Really green, so it was like super nutrient dense. I digress. So anyway, good breakfast. Try that smoothie, you'll love it. Omit the jalapeno if you don't like it hot. So I'm walking down the stairs into my husband's office to bring him his breakfast, and he's like, the house is shaking. The house was just shaking. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I was making a smoothie. That's what it was. And he's like, honey, you make a smoothie almost every day. He goes, it's not the Vitamix. He goes, our house was shaking. So he has this floor lamp in his office where there's a chain on it. It's like dog tag. It looks like a dog tag like you'd wear if you were in the military around your neck. He said it was swinging back and forth, you know, like if you were hypnotizing somebody. And his computer monitor was just shaking. Well, I didn't feel anything. I mean, you know, I don't know. I guess I just thought it was the vibration of the Vitamix, or I was just totally clueless. And then my phone starts ringing and all these people are, you know, did you hear that? What, you know, what's going on? Did you feel that? So anyway, yeah, big excitement here this morning. Then I had a conference call scheduled with a couple of friends of mine. One of them you probably know, Tim Van Orden. So I had a great time of sharing with Tim and another friend of ours, Chad, who lives in Atlanta. And we just were knocking around some different thoughts and ideas, which I do periodically, and just had a great call. Very motivational. If you guys don't know Tim Van Orden, he has a website, runningraw.com. He's such an inspiration. I mean, he's about 40, I think he's 42. He is an Olympic level athlete. He's a master. I mean, he does a lot of stair climbs, where stair races, like he goes into high rises and runs the stairs. Can you imagine? He's an amazing raw vegan athlete. And so Google him sometime or get on his mailing list, runningraw.com. He's just such a fabulous human being and wonderful motivational public speaker. He came to Tulsa back when I was running our local meetup group, and spoke to a standing room only crowd, and then I got to be on the bill with him at 105 Degrees. We were both speakers last year at their grand opening event, and literally he's one of those speakers that when he's talking to you about his lifestyle and things that have happened and just his story, literally, I mean, grown men are tearing up. He is such a poignant, sensitive, heartfelt speaker. So I love Tim, and a lot of you probably recently saw Tim. Raw Dog Rory and Amanda had done a video when they were in Portland, I believe, and they were talking with Tim and kind of interviewing him. And so if you haven't, just check Raw Dog Rory's videos out and you'll see that video because that was pretty cool. They do a shout out to Raw Food Rehab on there. But and then as soon as I got off the phone with him, then my dad shows up, and a lot of you know my dad. We call him the Wheatgrass Kid. He's a member here at Raw Food Rehab, although he never gets on the computer hardly. And he was here for a while. I mean, it's just been one thing after another. So I finally get to make a video for you all, and I just don't want to keep rambling because I feel like all my videos have been so long lately, and I don't want to bore you, okay? But today's day 3 of the Energy Boost mini cleanse that Gordon and I have been doing, and I just have to tell you that I'm feeling amazing. And it's not so much that the diet is different than what I normally eat. What's different is what I'm leaving out. I'm eating 3 meals. Breakfast is usually a juice or smoothie, maybe some fresh fruit. Lunch has been a salad and maybe a bowl of soup. Today it was my little carrot jalapeno sliders with a pineapple, cilantro, salsa. So it was kind of leftovers. We had that for dinner last night, but it's even better today. So I'm not snacking at all. And I guess that's been my problem, is that I'm just sort of picking around at food all the time mindlessly. And I think that may be what my problem has been. The other problem I think I've had is I haven't made it a priority always to try to get up to a pound of greens into my diet every day. I mean, I think a pound should be minimum for those of us who are kind of doing the raw vegan thing, because you need those minerals, you need the amino acids that you're going to get in greens, which is actually going to make the protein that you need. The thing that both Gordon and I would have to say in summary, because we talked about this at lunch, is that when we're eating like this, lots of greens, high nutrient density quotient in this food that we're putting together, full color spectrum. I mean, we're having every color, orange, green, purple, red. I mean, we're trying to really get a lot of color in. And it's just been fruits and vegetables with a little bit of nuts and seeds and a little tiny bit of avocado. Nothing else. No sweets, no heavy. It's not been heavy at all. We are not hungry. We're literally almost having to force ourselves, so to speak, to eat. And this happened when I very first went raw, when I just was very, very focused on trying to get as many raw and living foods into my diet as possible, and absolutely eating no cooked food whatsoever. Within several days, my appetite was completely under control. I had no cravings. And right now is the time of the month that I should be having my cravings that I normally do, and I don't have them at all. So I'm just like, I'm taking notes on this. So I just want to encourage you today that if you're not getting greens into your diet, and there's about 4 ways to do it, learn to make really delicious green smoothies every single day. Make them for breakfast, and you can totally change it up. Rotate your greens, kale, spinach, romaine, whatever you can get. Especially try to make it organic if at all possible. So your greens, and then you can just, be as creative as you want with the rest of it. Peaches, whatever fruit is in season, or if you can only find frozen fruit, that's okay too. When your bananas start to get a little too ripe, peel them, throw them in a Ziploc bag and stick them in your freezer. Throw frozen bananas in, sweetens it up. My kids will drink green smoothies as long as I've got a couple of bananas in them. So that salads, obviously, a lot of people are like, I'm so bored with salads. Well, don't get bored with them. Change your dressings all the time. Change what you're throwing into your salad. Just get creative. Get really creative with your salads. Blended smoothies, so more greens, and you're going to be adding in different kinds of savory vegetables, tomatoes and greens and avocados and, sprouts and all of that. You can really get that flavor just right. Throw in a couple of soaked sun-dried tomatoes. Make it taste rich and creamy, but still yet a lot of greens. It seems like there was another way. Juicing. Good grief. You can juice a lot of greens and add in a couple of apples and some lemon, and it cuts the green factor. Yes, the color is always going to clearly be green, but you don't necessarily taste the green so much when you're mixing in cucumbers and celery and maybe a little bit of an apple or lemon and lime. So I'm just encouraging you to really embrace the abundance of the raw and living food diet. And I have not been focusing on what I can't have. Don't even think about it. I've blocked it out. I've got my blinders on. La, 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 la. I don't see anything else. We went to a tailgate party last night. I didn't even, the smell didn't even affect me. I didn't even notice it. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he's over there like, but he didn't even want to go there because he's feeling so good. So you guys, take control. You can do it. You can totally do this. But you do have to plan, and you do have to go to the market or the grocery store and get the food into your kitchen so you have it available to yourself. And so, guys, I love you. Tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead tomorrow and put up our happy anniversary thread. I decided that I want to go ahead and do that because Friday is Foodie Friday, and I really want to give Foodie Friday my full attention. I don't know yet what I'm going to be making, but it'll be good. So, guys, be sure to chime in tomorrow. We're going to be giving a couple of things away on tomorrow's thread, so you'll want to sign up for that. Check it out. I'd love to hear from you today. How are you getting more greens into your diet? They will fight your cravings. I promise you that. Let's hear from you. I'll see you later. Bye.